Yeah, that's definitely something people do. I'll give you an example. I had to do this one time. And
You did it to someone?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
This is I've never told this story, so this is pretty good.
This is TMZ Inside the Ring.
Welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring. I'm Branson, Quirke.
I'm Roger Corral.
And hey, this is the first time we've had someone back in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, second time.
Us, right?
I hope so. I hope so. David, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I guess that means you guys like me then.
That's
We
a good
do,
point.
man.
I'm
The
honored
minute
to be
you
the
left.
first ever returning guest. Really?
Well, so I'll be honest, we had Matt Riddle on 2 to 3 times, okay? But the thing is that was on Zoom. Zoom is so impersonal.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
it's very impersonal. And like when you came in, we were so ecstatic and it was so much fun. And the episode did well.
Yeah.
Harvey Levin loved seeing you. Our lawyers here were fanboys of you. It was just great, you know? It did great. So we wanted to have you back. And the minute you left, we were thinking, when can we have David back? But we have to space things out.
Yeah, no, I know
Yeah.
how it is. You don't want to oversaturate the market.
Yeah, no, exactly. But you've been busy, man.
I have.
You got the YouTube channel. I mean, you've had the YouTube channel last time we saw you, but you've got some new directions that you're doing right now, right?
Yeah, I do. No, I've really leaned into the YouTube channel. It's growing. Honestly, it's very gratifying just because I enjoy this so much, and then seeing that other people are enjoying it too and encouraging me and throwing out ideas. So it's really fun. And even recently, I had the chance to speak with Maven, who I know you guys had on.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because we're talking about doing some things together. And, you know, it's just really cool getting to talk to him because he's killing it in this space.
You know, it's funny because we had him on, if you listen to the episode on Tuesday or Monday, we talked to him literally earlier this week all about you. When we actually started our cold open, it's about you. We don't say you by name.
Yeah, it's about David
But
Otunga.
I was going to put a photo of you in there, but I thought, let's just let people like guess who he's talking about. I forgot. What did I say? I said
It was
something.
like, he knows how to do everything.
Oh, yeah. So Maven was just praising you, saying that you've done everything, that you've done wrestling, acting, Harvard lawyer. He even mentioned you did pre-med. Is that true as well?
That's true. That's true.
See, like that's incredible. I didn't believe him at first. I was like, I got to go fact check. Is that true? You did
very
pre-med
true.
as well.
Yep.
That's incredible. So he was praising you, and I said, but there's one thing, Maven, that you've done that a lot of people haven't done, and it's you've got this great new YouTube channel. You got up to almost 1 million subscribers, and then he responded. He said, "Well, David's doing that too now," and that was the thing. So
You won't let him have a single thing, man.
that's the thing is you won't let him have his day.
Yeah, but Maven's good. And again, you know, looking at your channel, I feel like it's growing exponentially.
It is.
Can you tell us what steps you're taking? Are you like...
Yeah, so I hired a guy to help me out with my thumbnails because
We're hiring guys now.
Yeah, I had to hire somebody, man. I'm taking this serious.
Yeah.
You know, my thumbnails weren't the best before because I was making them myself, but now I have like a legit guy who designs them. And so one of the things I'm doing is I'm taking people through my career. So I'll do one video a week that's going, you know, literally through my career. I talked about getting my first audition for WWE,
Wow.
then getting signed, moving to Florida for Florida Championship Wrestling, what that's been like, and then I'm going to take it all the way through the Nexus. And then I'm also releasing a legal video every week, which is usually tied into wrestling. And we just talked about will wrestlers ever form a union, which has been a topic forever. And then I'm getting ready to record a video where I'm covering the Montreal Screwjob.
Oh,
Yeah, you were telling us about this last
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
we did talk
for
about
that.
this. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot to talk about in that.
You're still going to get in trouble with WWE.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I don't. WWE, I love you guys. I had to say that because that's the other thing. On my YouTube channel, one of the things is I try to be objective, like a lawyer. Like I just want to cover the facts and just, you know, break things down. The tricky part is I do have a lot of personal relationships in this business and in this industry.
Yeah.
And so like I always have to say, hey guys, nothing personal, but I just want to talk about this, like their independent contractor clause.
I saw you going over the contracts, and I
Yeah.
was like, ooh.
And the non-compete video. I
non-compete,
saw the
yeah.
non-compete clause video.
too.
So, okay, maybe I missed the outcome of this and like the reasons behind this, but so who was it who has a 2-year non-compete with WWE. Samantha Irvin, I believe.
Yeah, I heard about this too. I don't have the facts or the details. Like I haven't heard her say it, but I've heard it from people. That's the rumor.
I think someone said on Twitter, you have a year to go, and she said something to the effect of one more year after that.
So is that really a thing that WWE can do? Is give a 2-year non-compete clause to somebody? How does that work?
And again, she's not a wrestler.
I know you don't have the facts, but
Right.
but like, is that something that's a possibility in that business?
Not in the contract that I read, and just knowing the law, that would be really hard to enforce. But what I wonder is, if Samantha Irvin left on her own or tried to get out of her contract or asked for her release, because what could be the case is they granted her the release, but say she had 2 years left. They're keeping her under contract, so that's why she can't work anywhere else, and they're probably still paying her. Like, that's the other thing that I would need to know is she still being compensated?
Yeah.
Because if she's still being compensated, then yeah, they can enforce this. It was Andrade you were talking about, right? And his non-compete. Yes.
Andrade is all over the place.
Yeah, he is, man. He's popping up everywhere. AEW. I mean, I think he has the record for going back and forth as much as he has.
Oh, by the way, I should tell you guys this too, because I haven't told anybody this.
Oh,
but,
please do.
I covered the non-compete and talked about Andrade's situation. Everybody was telling me, hey, you should reach out to Andrade, make sure you should see this. And so I said, yeah, actually, Andrade probably should see my video. And then he did, and I'll say this, reached out and we spoke. Can't really get into it more than that, but I'm just happy that like the videos I'm putting out are actually helping people. They're actually helping wrestlers, and
that's interesting.
It's working.
Can you tell us? Was he unaware? Like, did you help him with his situation?
Or you made him aware of things that he may not have been aware of? That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And so the reason I'm not saying more is I am a licensed lawyer. I do not know where our relationship is going forward. I don't know if there's a business relationship or representation wise or not. So in order to preserve that, I can't talk about anything that we said.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
that's why I'm just saying we spoke, and the presumption was that he was made aware of things from my video and then wanted to speak to me further about that.
Okay, got you. That's really interesting because this sounds like a new ballpark for you.
It is.
And this is, and you're not just doing legal videos, you're also talking about your career and other people's issues and things that they're dealing with. Like I have some of your videos here, and man, just looking at the thumbnails, so much better. Like whoever your guy is doing a great job, because when I scroll by, that's the thing. And it's like, I think it's, I believe we here at TMZ do the same thing with thumbnails. I think it's like 1 second or millisecond that someone's thinking, and then they move on.
Yeah.
So you want to get them immediately, and your views, man, they're way up.
Thank you.
So we love it. Please, everybody, go subscribe to David on YouTube. It's just David Otunga, right?
Yeah, or you can go to davidotunga.com. It'll take you to my YouTube.
There we go.
Great.
Okay, amazing.
It's easy.
That is interesting, though, that Andrade reached out. And, like,
I feel like Otunga does more and more stuff. Pretty soon you're going to be representing more wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole thing, man.
Can we really quick just talk about your pre-med again? I don't want to bring this up again. So were you wanting to be a doctor as well before being a lawyer?
Okay, so my dad wanted me to be a doctor.
Oh.
And when I was in college, I was pre-med. I liked psychology, so I was actually thinking of being a psychiatrist. I mean, that was my fallback career. I was saying, like, I knew I wanted to be an actor and a pro wrestler, but if I didn't make it in entertainment, I needed a fallback career, and I needed some kind of major while I was in college. And so I was pre-med, but that's how I wound up, in a way, leading me to Harvard. Is when I graduated college, I knew that I didn't want to go to medical school, but I had to figure something else out. So I started looking for jobs, and I got a job managing a cognitive neuroscience lab at Columbia University.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so, my dad said the same thing. He was impressed enough about that, and that it's in the Ivy League, so he didn't care about medical school. And so he was happy with that. So I was like, okay, I bought myself some time, and it's in New York, so I figured I could, get some jobs on Broadway, get my acting career started. So, but yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I went to film school for 7 years. But hey, we all go in different directions, right? We all have our own journeys lead us to wherever.
My gosh.
That's incredible. So, also the reason we wanted to bring you in here is because we've been doing this thing where we're going over wrestling headlines. We go over what happened over the weekend. So this weekend, Saturday morning, it's not Saturday morning. I almost said Saturday morning slam, which is back in your era, I believe.
Saturday Morning Slam.
Do you remember Saturday Morning Slam?
Wow, I do not.
You guys didn't watch Saturday Morning Slam? That was like, it was like a green. It was all green. You don't remember Saturday morning?
Idea. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't.
I was young. I used to watch it on Saturday mornings. Never mind. But Saturday nights.
I did used to watch wrestling on Saturday mornings, but I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. Definitely wasn't Saturday Morning Slam,
But no, we had Saturday night's main event on Saturday. A lot happened there. We just spoke with Maven about Jey Uso, CM Punk's match this week. And there was some backlash over how that match went. We also had Raw last night. Logan Paul.
Yeah.
The new, I don't know if we can say he's the new leader of the Vision, but that's what it's looking like.
That's what it's looking like.
Right.
Yeah. Which is crazy, by the way. Like, that name had not crossed my mind in terms of becoming a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
It was funny because CM Punk came out on Monday night immediately following the start of the show. And when CM Punk went out there, he was basically putting out a challenge saying anybody who wants to come out here and face me, you can, right? And immediately Logan Paul's music hits. Some people believe that CM Punk didn't know that was happening, which there's no way he didn't know that was happening.
What are we doing?
He had a very good reaction in a sense that people are cutting it as a meme saying like, quote, like, really, Hunter? Really, Triple H, you're doing this to me? Like he didn't know who was coming out and he wanted it to be a raw moment. That doesn't happen, right? You know pretty good what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, especially if there's going to be a program going forward, that's how you know. Yeah. But if it was just like, they might rib somebody like that if it was somebody's music plays, they come out, but then they change their mind and go back or something. But yeah, he clearly knew. I guess, hey, Punk's acting is improving,
Yeah, no, I was convinced.
Wait, did they never surprise you ever? Because I know the commentators have said stuff like that before, like, oh, I had no idea this guy was going to debut or something like that.
Yeah, oh, no, stuff like that does happen, or they'll forget to tell you, something's going to happen, and then you just react to it, or you're expecting one person and somebody else comes out. But that's generally an oversight. Like, they don't usually do that on purpose. I don't see them doing that to CM Punk, but
Me neither.
They could have. They could have, but yeah.
What's your thoughts on Logan Paul? Like, are you a Logan Paul guy? Like, being in WWE, like, do you come to respect him now because of what he's done and everything? Because I know in the beginning people were kind of iffy on it, but how do you feel about Paul?
He's earning everybody's respect, and like the fact that he takes it serious, like being one of the boys. I like that. Like, when we have outside performers come in, sometimes they take it serious, sometimes they don't. Travis Scott,
right? But, remember you telling us about this?
But yeah.
That clip did well, by the way.
Yeah. But I do like how serious Logan is taking it, and I think he's a great performer. He's good for this business. Like, he's very charismatic. That's why it's kind of strange to hear him be a Paul Heyman guy, because usually you put Paul Heyman with somebody who maybe isn't quite as charismatic or who's not good on the mic.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is great on the mic. Like, he doesn't need that.
It's a really good point.
It's like they kind of bump heads because almost like they'd have to fight over the mic. It's like a basketball team where two guys want the ball. They have 2 point guards in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to be fighting over it.
But then again, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul is taking the the void of Seth Rollins. He's out on his injury. We just learned that it's going to be about 6 months. So there was a big void in a sense where, Bronson Reed, he's not really ever on the mic.
He's not ready for that.
Braun Breaker, he's kind of getting on the mic more and more. Have you seen what Braun Breaker's been doing recently? He's really good. And
his work is great.
His work's great.
You meant his promos.
No, but his promos. So people are starting to see more Braun in terms of on the mic. Like last night we saw him on the mic. You saw that.
He did great.
I think he did great. And he's got it's funny because WWE was worried. I don't know if you saw this, but they were worried that Braun and Bronson Reed were going to be cheered as heels and that their reactions weren't going to be what WWE wanted. How does WWE deal with that? Because I'm sure this has happened before.
It's tricky. And I'll tell you what, I see that happening with them too. And that's actually a good thing to happen because it's kind of ideal where when they're heels, they're so bad, but they're cool. Like they become cool that they get over. So then those are more authentic characters because they're not these, I don't even know what's these happy-go-lucky baby faces. I don't even know what to call it. But, these guys where everything is great, like Captain America. Whereas these guys are almost like anti-heroes, but like they have more range to just be more realistic. You know, like they can get mad. They might bend the rules a little bit. Kind of like what Austin's character was like at his peak. So that's a good thing. And if you remember, like Randy Orton was like this, you know, when he was the legend killer, and then he built up so much heat that eventually, he was dope. So then he got over, you know, it was a babyface like that.
Heel Randy, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. When he shaves his head, I think that's when it happens, right?
That's when it happens.
Yeah.
You know, I'm telling you, when Randy Orton eventually hangs it up, his farewell tour is going to be nuts.
Where the hell's Randy Orton?
Well, okay, so I don't know if we talked about this before, but Randy Orton, I think that it's a good point to make that Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton deserves all the attention when he's out there, right? Yeah. I think he deserves it. He's deserved his flowers for a very long time. But it's John Cena's time right now. You know, it's his farewell tour.
It is.
So I think it's okay that we're not seeing Randy Orton for a little bit, right?
Fair point. I like that.
I'll go with that. Yeah. But I'm with you. I was thinking that too. Like, hey man, they don't do enough with Randy. Randy is always one of my favorite performers, and like that's the thing is like when he goes out there, he just has. Like, you're going to watch him. He's always going to put on a great match. Like, they need to just give him meatier storylines.
Have you wrestled Randy before?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Yeah.
I don't normally get starstruck, but man, there's a guy in the room who has wrestled Randy Orton right now. And that's how was it wrestling Randy Orton?
Yes, he is crisp, as they say.
No,
so
Randy is one of the best guys. He might even be the best I've ever worked with in the ring, like technically.
Wow.
Like, he's such a natural. And everything is light but looks amazing. And he's so cool to work with. It's always super cool with me. But I was nervous because I wanted to put on a good performance, and I didn't want to hurt him. Like, I didn't want to hit him too hard because, like, I was green, and getting to work with Randy, like, that's his reputation is, like, if you stiff him or whatever, he'll go off. He might go off on you in the middle of the match. Like,
really?
I'm like, yeah. He's done that.
Wow.
But luckily, you know, I was great. He always respected our matches. Like, we have that Miracle on 34th Street match that's a Christmas classic.
Oh, wow. Right. Yes,
it comes up every December. And like that match was important for me. Like I'm saying this, he trusted me to give him a suplex like outside of the ring, like on the floor. Like that's legit because I didn't really take care of him. So I was like, oh, it seems like a little spot, but to me, that was important. It was like, all right, cool. I'm glad, you know, Randy trusts me, like working with me, and we had fun.
So, do you remember taking your first RKO?
Yes.
How was that?
It was awesome, and I'll tell you what, I almost messed it up.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because like Randy was like one of my favorite characters like before I got hired. And so then when I got hired, it was really cool. Like I always really liked him. He's 6 days older than me, which
really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we were born the same year, 6 days apart. So anyway, he was giving it to me in a match, and like when he hooked me for it, I in my mind I was just standing there for a second. I was like, "Yo, this is dope." Like, and I was like, "Oh, dummy, you got a bump," because he's so light too. That's and so I almost was kind of late, but in my mind it looked great. But yeah, like in my mind I was like, it's kind of marking out for yo, I'm taking an RKO.
Who's the guy there's a guy that botched it, and he got pissed at him, and you could hear him yell at him, and he kind of kicks him. And then he picks.
I think I remember that too. Who was?
I can't remember who it is.
A few times. I know. He did it to Kofi once, and he was like, "Stupid."
Oh, it was
stupid.
Kofi. That's who it was.
It was Kofi?
Yeah, he botched it. And Kofi
I remember the video
for a bit. Like, it kind of sucks, dude. Because you're put in the spotlight against Randy Orton, so you don't want to screw up.
Yeah.
I'm reading too. Oh yeah, so Kofi, Kingston, and Javon Evans also.
There you go.
I think I saw that.
Yeah. I don't think I saw the second one yet.
Yeah, but usually, I mean, if there's something that doesn't work out, Randy's very, crisp and makes it look like nothing ever happened. But some people might notice.
Yeah. It depends on his mood that day.
Is it true that Randy, up till even like when you were there at the peak and everything, was he like, when did he arrive to the arena? Was it right before it started, or like did he have to be there all day like with everybody else?
Well, I mean, you're supposed to be there all day.
But I heard that he's always late. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean,
he's supposed to be there all day?
Pretty much. Wow. Like call time could be noon, it could be 10 a.m. for on the West Coast. Like, yeah, like you're there for a good bit. But he had his own bus. And so that's the thing. It's like as long as his bus was there, it didn't matter. So then he could walk in the arena whatever he wanted. But if his bus was there, like he might be asleep on there. So that kind of changed things where you didn't really know what time he got there because you just assumed he was there at call time. But yeah. But if you wanted him, that's the thing. If you wanted him, where's Randy? On his bus. Hey, we'll go through this match. Yeah, did Randy come out yet? No. All right, send somebody to his bus.
He's a video game guy.
He is a gamer.
I heard he's a gamer on the road too. Yeah, he loves it.
Are you a game guy?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like, I play NBA 2K with my son, and like, I'm really good at making builds, though, by the way. Like, that's my thing. Like, it's a little known talent of mine. Just like, I get all nerdy with
doing
it.
Doing the GM mode.
Yeah. Or the my player.
My player.
Like, my son was making fun of me because I started playing it with him. So then, like, when we're apart, we could go on live and play together.
Sure.
So it was cool. It was like, we've been doing this forever. So I got into 2K, and then I would make players for us. And I got so into it, I made like spreadsheets and stuff, and I know where the cap breakers are and the cutoffs for the animations. Like, I'm not the best at the game, but boy, I can make those my players.
Isn't there like an island you can go to in there? It's like an island. Like
the city is different.
Because WWE 2K did that. They modeled it after NBA. Have you played the recent WWE games?
No. Wait. They have like a city part you can go to walk around?
There's an island. Yeah, it's like free roam.
Apparently it's an island.
There's a Paul Heyman like building you can go to, and I downloaded you on there.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for them to make me official downloaded content. Like, I don't know when they're going to do that.
Well, you're in the My Universe, so we can download you and everything. And whoever made you did a great job, by the way. They do it well. I downloaded some very interesting characters in that. They have like, I'm surprised WWE like allows some of that stuff, man. Like, I was like,
download.
Like they just, like, I mean, Donald Trump's in there, of course. So they have a lot of people though, and it's fun though. I love like downloading people that aren't in wrestling. You know, it's super fun. So, I did win with you, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did they have my entrance music?
No, unfortunately.
What?
Because it's the My Universe, so that you'd have to be an official downloadable character.
WWE, you guys are sleeping on this.
Even Brock Lesnar was his music's
we'd
not
be
in
printing
it.
money with this.
No, literally, right?
Wait, Brock's music's not in it either? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Brock's music is not. No, because he was out of WWE for a while.
Oh, I see.
You know what happened.
You know how it is.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Your song, by the way, it's the best song everybody says. Your theme song.
Yeah.
You know this, right? You've heard about this.
I'm aware.
Right. I don't know if I asked you this already, but were you involved in the process of making that song with Jim Johnston? Was it Jim Johnston that made
Jim
that?
Johnson.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You just reminded me of I'll get to that. A really cool memory though is when we were on NXT, we first came up to the road. I vividly remember the first time they took all of us to WWE headquarters, and like we got to go. There's this infamous closet, I don't know if you've heard of, and it has all the merchandise in there, like action figures, you name anything you can think of, and they let us take whatever we wanted. But what I remember from it is, it was Heath Slater and I. Like, I had boxes and boxes of stuff, and so did he, and they had to mail them home because, like, I have a son.
Yeah.
And also, hey, I want to keep this stuff. I still got that stuff. And, he's got kids.
Yeah.
But then we also got to meet Jim Johnson. And so we went there to the studio, and he was really cool. And, he was just showing us, like, all the tracks, like, he's made over the years. And that was a really cool memory. I hadn't even thought of that until just now you said his name.
Yeah.
But back to my music. I would love to tell you I had a ton of input, like I helped him set it up. No, I had zero input. And in fact, it went like this. One day they were rebranded me, and they asked me how I liked the backdrop, and it was these new colors, red and blue, whatever it was. And I said, oh, it looks nice. And they were like, hey, Otunga, come up to the stage. I come up to the stage, and, Vince is out there. They're like, you want to hear your new entrance music? All right. They play it. You know how it goes. Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Why are they playing Justin Gabriel's music? Because Justin Gabriel had this for like 2 weeks.
Oh,
but then,
really?
Yeah. And Vince was like, how do you like it? I was like, it's great. So, this is your new entrance music.
Yeah.
All right. But if you listen to it, the lyrics are better suited for me. And so most people don't even remember that Gabriel actually had it for a couple matches. But
I did see that. I did see that. Actually, recently, I think there was a viral video about that Justin coming out to the music. I think it was on Superstars or on something.
Could be.
What happened to Justin's music after that?
He had something else. It wasn't as good as the one that I had, but yeah,
But why did they switch it over to you? Is it just because they felt it suited you more?
I don't know. I'm going to ask Gabriel, but I don't know if he said he didn't like the song or if they made that decision or if they thought that it suited me better. I don't know how I ended up with it, but I'm glad I did. I mean, that song is great. And a little known fact is I actually had my own entrance music made when I was on NXT. Like,
oh, you did?
Yeah, I have a cousin who's a rapper. I hired him to make a song about me. It's dope too.
Oh, that's
I'm not
awesome.
lying.
I didn't hear that
I
one.
should release this sometime. Like I'm telling you, like it was really good. But they wouldn't let me use it on NXT. I came out to R-Truth's music, but yeah, I had my own music.
Wow. Okay.
Random.
Because it's funny, I didn't like some songs growing up. I thought that, like, for example, I thought you were the one singing your theme song when I was younger. When I was a kid, I thought you were singing. I thought wrestlers sang their own theme songs. Like I thought,
like Shawn
this is
style,
dumb.
yeah.
I thought Triple H sang his own theme song, like the game, because some songs like I don't know why, like the voicing, you just get it in your head or whatever. But no, it's in my DJ on Spotify. So like whenever I turn my DJ on, it plays just constant wrestling theme songs. For me, it's all I listen to pretty much. I'm being honest here. It's like all I listen to. It comes up all the time. I'm always banging out to it.
Well, it's funny. Yeah, people would say that's what's making Jey Uso really popular.
Yeah, Jey Uso's theme song. It's just me, Us, day one, Great song. By the way, we were talking to Maven about this, and I want to get your perspective on it too, because we've only heard one perspective since Saturday. On Saturday, Jey Uso faced CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Did you see any highlights of the match at all on X?
Yes.
People are talking about how Jey Uso purposely dragged the match because he was upset with the booking.
Allegedly.
Maven said that this is a possibility, and it does happen sometimes. Like, they will purposely do that. Do you agree with Maven on this?
That guys do that?
The guys do that.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that for sure. I know guys do that. Did Jay do that? I don't know. I'd have to see that. If he did, I'm not saying I condone that. If he did, I could understand it. Like, I know he hasn't been happy with his booking. I've been kind of confused with his booking too. Like, they made him champ, but it doesn't seem like they ever really believed in him. So why give somebody the title if you're not going to believe in them?
Mm-hmm.
You might as well just, not do that. I feel like it hurts the character. But yeah, that's definitely something people do. I'll give you an example. I had to do this one time. And
you did it to someone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is I've never told this story, so this is pretty good. So, for a while, I was driving the Great Khali, right? And my worst wrestling injury that I have, he gave it to me. It's right here. I got busted open.
You told us last time we chopped you in the face.
That's right.
Well, that's what we had to do.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Is that a scar right here?
That's my scar. It's my worst wrestling injury.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So Khali had another finisher, and it was like this two-handed choke slam. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but he killed somebody with that in OVW by accident.
I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You're right.
I was well aware of that. Right?
Yeah. Of
So
course.
during this loop, he's already busted my eye open, and now he decides, hey, let's do a different finish tonight. I want to give, I don't even know what he called it, the two-handed choke slam. And I was like, ain't that the death move? No, Khali, I think I'm good. And he's like, no, we want to do this. And I told him, I don't take it well. I just don't really want to do it. And I told our agent, who was Arn Anderson, and actually, Khali tried to tell on me. And he told Arn Anderson, Tonga's scared. He's scared to take the move. So Arn comes to talk to me, and I said, I'm not scared. I said, well, actually, I am. I don't know if I trust this.
Yeah.
So Arn said, I'll tell you what, kid. And he's like, one time somebody asked me to do a move that I didn't want to do. And he said, I did it so terrible, they never asked me to do it again.
That's funny.
I said, oh, all right. So we went out there. I told Khali, all right, fine, I'll do it. We did the match. We went for that thing. I hardly jumped. He barely got me up. It looked awful. It looked awful.
Yeah.
Said he had to use the chop anyway. Did I sandbag him on purpose? You're absolutely right. Wow. So then I came back through the curtain. I'll never forget. And Arn Anderson was right there, and he goes, I see you took my advice, kid. Yep. We never did that again.
That's smart.
Wow, that is.
Right?
That's smart
What
to
did
do it
Khali
that
do
way.
after that?
He just gave me the chop. No,
Was he okay with it? Like, was he mad at you?
he thought I just sucked. He thought I just took it bad. I don't care. Yeah, I let him think that. Hey, man, you can think I sucked. I don't care. But hey,
You're alive.
yeah, and Arn and I knew what was going on, and I learned a valuable lesson that day.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's incredible. Thanks for telling us that.
You're welcome.
That's I've always wondered like what it's like working with the Great Khali, You know, I've read stories about him and everything. When you say you were driving him, were you guys like in a car together too?
Yeah, no, I literally was driving him from town to town.
Oh.
Like, if you hear those old stories where they used to have people drive Andre the Giant around, like it would be young wrestlers or Tim White, the referee, rest in peace. But so I would meet Kali at the airport when he landed. I would get our rental car. The office would pay for it for us.
Got you.
And so then I would
Big car though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. It would have to be big.
It'd have to be big.
And that's the thing is like he would have to lean the seats all the way back. Like, you know, it was legit. He was uncomfortable because like he was legit 7'1" barefoot. That's his shoot height.
I saw him at the beach once coming out of the water. I was like, what is that? Yeah, that's crazy.
And Kali's a guy, he loves attention. So we would be on these long trips. If I had to stop for gas or something, like, all right, Kali, stay in the car. Do you need anything? Because if he gets out, it's going to be
a spectacle.
Yeah, and of course, he would love to do it. He would get out for nothing, just because like he saw a bunch of people, and then it would be 20 minutes and take all the pictures and all this. Like,
oh man.
But he's cool, man. He's cool. He's funny. Like, yeah, Kali's great, man.
Wait, did you share hotel rooms? Like, did he need like?
No, thankfully they gave us our own room.
Okay,
gave us our own room.
It's not
no. They paid for my room too, like when I was with Kali. Like driving him, there were perks. They did, you know, cover the hotel and the car. So
did WWE always put you guys in nice hotels? Was it always nice, or were there some times where it was like, oh?
If WWE paid for it, it would be like there's towns where sometimes the hotels weren't that great, and so but they would, you know, get us something decent. But yeah,
like
Hilton, always decent.
DoubleTree.
Yeah, but if it was on us, the boys, no.
Wait,
we're gonna share, and you know we're gonna try to get the cheapest room we can find.
Oh wow.
Wait, so is that only for the big stars? Like
it depends on your contract. Like okay, so like. When you first come on the road for like your first 3 months, WWE they'll take care of your hotel and everything. So you'll get the TV hotel, which are always nice, and the rental cars. But then after that, you start booking them yourself. And so, you know, you want to save money. You don't necessarily want to book the best hotel in town all the time because, you know, this starts adding up. So you save yourself money by, you know, getting a budget hotel or whatnot.
What's your ideal budget hotel? If you had to choose out of like Best Western,
La Quinta.
What's the other one? Motel 6.
Ooh.
So, I'll be honest. Some Motel 6s are actually like the brand new ones that they build are actually nicer than you think. I thought they were all bad, but then
breakfast. No,
Holiday Inn Express.
Okay,
those are great actually.
They're usually really clean.
Yeah.
There's not much to them, but they're clean. But I'll tell you what I started going for was like the Residence Inn or something that has like a kitchenette.
Yeah,
because like I was a body guy. Like what you know made sense for me is I started cooking my own food. Like if I could, just to make sure I had enough meals, because traveling, like I can't live off of fast food, and you never know what city's gonna have what. So I started, you know, just getting there and buying a few little groceries and taking them with me and just trying to cook in my room.
This might be a weird question for you, but I've always wondered. So someone like Matt Riddle, you know, his metabolism is so quick. You know, he said he eats pizza and fried chicken
right before a match,
which is insane. He told us literally a couple weeks ago when we saw him that he had 4 sausage McGriddles in the morning at like 7 a.m.
Yeah,
and then he did his
match.
He did his match, his train for it, or whatever. But when you eat fast food, being as built as you guys are and so in ring shape, how quickly do you notice a difference in your look after eating like 1 fast food meal, 2 fast food meals?
It depends on the individual. Like for me, I'm really meticulous about like my calories, my meals, and everything like that, and changes in my body. So if I have fast food, I would have probably planned for it. So I wouldn't necessarily. I would probably see like a nice improvement. Like if I eat like some burgers or something the next day, I'm going to be more vascular because I don't normally do it. But I could see it as quickly as the next day.
Wow. Okay.
Depending on what it is.
Wow.
Water weight's a thing.
That really is like sodium and whatnot. I mean, that's really what it's all about. That's where like, you know, carbohydrates and stuff come into is how much water you retain. And that's why low carb diets, people love them, is because you don't retain as much water. And so you look leaner.
Dude, when you're trying to make weight in wrestling, like that's why you put the trash bag on you. You're just trying to sweat it all out because you have extra water on you.
It's funny. The first thing I told this guy he's walking in is that I fell on my skateboard, injured myself because of my Taco Bell run, you know? And like, I have noticed like I'll eat such a high sodium meal. And if I don't get a lot of sleep that night either, I'll wake up and notice immediately, you know, water weight in my face. You know, the camera adds 10 pounds, you know, too, which I'm sure in WWE is tough because you guys don't have your shirts on. So
I was low carb like my whole time there, and which is tough because it's an athletic performance. So I need energy to perform, but also it's a very cosmetic performance. So I need to be lean. So it's kind of a catch-22 for me there, where I need to find the balance where I'm lean but still have enough energy. Energy to perform in the ring.
That's tough.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds very tough. So Rey Mysterio, he returned this week on Monday Night Raw, and now there's a conversation, and the whole thing between Dominik and Rey is that Rey has come back to basically save everybody from his son Dom, and because Dom's being an asshole, and that's what's going on. Which, did you work with Dom at any point? Did you ever meet Dom?
No, no, I met Dom.
You met Dom
many times.
Rey Mysterio.
Met him as a kid, right?
Yeah, and then right when he got back, or right when he started up on the road, so there was some overlap there. So I got to see him like his first few matches and whatnot.
Oh,
so.
you did?
Yeah.
Really?
So like,
awesome.
I'm really excited to see where he is. I remember my son brought this up the other day because they met backstage at an event when Dom was first starting out, and then my son was like, yo, I'm really proud of Dom. Like, he's really doing it now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I remember that was like his second or third match up there. It's like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, he grew up in the business, man. He's a natural. Like, he's one of my favorite characters right now.
Well, then technically we have to ask him.
We do.
We have to ask him what the question is of this week is who's the greatest Mysterio? That was the argument in the ring between Rey and Dom. Dom claims that he has outshadowed Rey like big time. Do you agree with Dom?
No, I mean,
like, no.
hey, Rey is clearly the greater Mysterio presently, but that remains to be seen because I do see big things in Dom's future. I mean, you ask that question again 15 years from now.
Well, your camera's right here, and Dom has listened to the pod in the past. What do you want to tell Dominik Mysterio right now?
Dirty Dom. Hey, first of all, I'm proud of you. But if I'm being honest, hey, your accolades are very impressive so far, but I got to go with your dad right now as the greatest Mysterio presently. But if you ask me that question again in 10 or 15 years, I think there might be a different answer. So see big things from you, Dirty Dom. Keep doing your thing.
I gotta give Dom his credit though. I mean, from what we saw in the beginning to now, I was not the biggest Dom fan whatsoever. I didn't think he had the in-ring movement and everything from the beginning. He was obviously stiff, but he was new to it.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. As a fan, that's what I thought. And then now looking back, like completely night and day.
Yeah.
He's done a great job.
Yeah. But it even more than his in-ring work, is his character.
Yeah.
He's got one of the
developed,
but like you believe it and it's comfortable and it may not be him, but it's a part of him. And I think that's the main thing is like people buy into that. Like you can just see him standing there and you're like, yo, who is this guy? Or F this guy, I don't like this guy. I don't like the way he looks or whatever. Like he's got it like that. And that's a hard thing for guys to figure out. Dom figured it out, man. He's killing it.
It's funny. He reminds me of Eddie more than Rey Mysterio, to be honest.
They talked about that last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dom claimed that he's Eddie's son last night in the ring in front of Rey.
I was going to ask, I don't know if anyone's asked you this, would you want your son to become a wrestler?
I was going to ask that too.
Yeah, I support my son in whatever he wants to do because, like, I'm a kid who had big dreams, and my parents supported me, and I went all over the place, clearly. So I told my son, as long as he gets his education, that's the one thing I want him to do, but, I'm here to support you. So, yeah, I mean, he's talked about that too. Like right now, his goal is basketball. That's what he's focused on.
Right.
But then he also tells me, he's like, he kind of wants to start training because at some point, no matter what his career is, at some point he says he wants to step foot in a ring.
He's great on the court. We saw some of his clips you've been posting. We followed him on Instagram as well.
Oh, nice.
And
at DOJ10.
Yeah, no, guys, please follow him. Yeah, we've loved seeing all the court clips you've posted and he's posted and everything. I think that'd be really cool to see who's the greatest Otunga.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good one. Yeah. It's probably going to be him. But I mean, yeah, he's a natural performer. So, I mean, that's a no-brainer. His physique is amazing. Like, amazing.
He's in the gym. You guys go to the gym together too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We do.
we see you guys working out all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it used to just be videos of us in the gym, but then now more basketball videos. But yeah, he's been working out since he could walk.
Comparing your two, you guys, your basketball skills, who's got the upper hand on that? Who's got the better three?
Oh, he does. He's a fantastic shooter. I tell him that all the time. Like he could shoot better than me. Now, taught him all my footwork and post moves and stuff, but I'm still way stronger than him. So I can move him out of the way, out of the paint pretty easy, but it's getting harder and harder. And I mean, he could probably dunk on me now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little heavy for dunking, but I used to be able to dunk pretty good. But
you ever taught him like one of your wrestling moves?
Yeah, I've taught him a bunch. Like he knows worked moves, and then hey, God forbid if anything goes down, he also knows some shoot moves.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
That's awesome.
He's got to know how to protect himself. But yeah, like I taught him. We made like some mini matches together when he was like 5.
That's
and, like,
awesome.
and he knew how to sell and everything. And like my big move was I grabbed the top of his head because he had this mohawk and pretend like I picked him up like with one hand, almost like a choke slam, and like he would sell it perfect.
Trampoline? I'm guessing.
No, we did that too.
Trampolines are dangerous.
Like, and then there was one time it was David and it was my nephew Taj, and we didn't really talk about this, but we kind of worked something out. We walked into a restroom, and the 3 of us were in there together, and somebody else, and they just started fighting, and so then I jumped in and we just started brawling in there, right? But it was all worked. And these are kids, but they were selling it. It was great.
That's awesome.
And I remember like these 2 kids, oh, this was like a birthday party.
Yeah.
Hey, they're fighting. We were cracking up, man. Yeah, but that's what it's like growing up. If you're, when your dad's in the business and, the boys love it. Yeah. At any given time, we might just break out into an impromptu match.
That's awesome.
See if we can work the kids on the playground.
That's that's what got me into being a wrestling fan was I wanted to be a stuntman originally as a kid. No way I'd do that now. But like I don't know what it is with wrestling fans. Like it's like this instinct in me. I just want to break out into a match at all times.
You want to do things.
Like I want to like punch somebody, I want to push someone. I want to I used to run into walls for fun as a kid because like I would like that's just something I did,
That's a different problem.
And I would sell it. I would sell the hit when I'd hit my head in the wall, and I do that here sometimes too. And people think I'm an idiot, but it's that instinct in me. I just want to freaking do something, like I might get up and put him on the ground here right now.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No. I learned my lesson from Matt
We already
Riddle.
got in trouble once.
And we already lost our table.
We lost
So-
our
Yeah, I was going to say.
The table's here, by the way. It's just in a sacred room.
Okay.
So I'm going to take it when eventually they do fire me from TMZ. I'm taking it with me. And I swear I've thought about this. When my kids, eventually grandkids, are like sitting in the living room, it's going to be in the living room.
That's the table there.
That's
That's
the one.
table. It's funny. Matt Riddle tried to fix the table afterwards and then just broke it. Like just ripped the thing off the bottom.
Yeah, they're larger.
Oh,
than
that was nice of him to do that.
He tried.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. All right. Well, we got to talk about what everybody else is talking about. What's the biggest topic in WWE right now? John Cena,
baby.
16-man. Is that what it is? A 16-man tournament to figure out who's going to be his final opponent in DC on December 13th. So I have a picture of predictions of some people who think that because he in his promo said that some people in this match won't even work here.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? Which Vince, again, going back to your interview before, would blow a gasket, right?
I think that's pretty cool, though.
That people that
I think it's
don't currently
cool.
work here, yeah.
So the prediction right now is Gunther, Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, LA Knight, which of course LA Knight will be in this, Ron Breakker, Rusev, Penta, yada, 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 The Miz. Some think Matt Cardona as well, as if someone who doesn't work here. I think it will be Matt Cardona. But the biggest question is Edge. Do you think AEW can come to a point where they can work with WWE and make this happen, even though Edge is under contract right now for the next 2 years, I believe it is?
Yeah, that's the long-term contract.
Do you think Edge will be in this match?
I hope so. I think there's a good chance. I think it would be good business for AEW also.
Oh, you do?
Like,
I think it would too.
yeah.
For AEW? How does
For
it help
both.
them?
Because John Cena's retiring, but they have Edge under contract. Edge has this major match with John Cena that everybody sees. And so now everybody can say, whoa, Adam Copeland's in great shape. Oh, I forgot about him. That's great. Where can I see him every week? AEW. So then John Cena retires, rides off into the sunset, but those fans of Adam are now going to AEW and watching.
And honestly, too, that and the fact that there's a lot of tribalism we talked about with you before is that WWE fans, a lot of them hate AEW. Let's be honest. So if they see Tony Khan is willing to bend the rules here,
I don't know.
WWE fans might move over to AEW a little bit.
That's very optimistic.
Right?
I think AEW fans hate WWE products, and WWE fans hate AEW products so much.
I don't get that though.
I don't think
I don't get it.
Makes
either.
sense.
Why can't you just watch both?
Right. Like we've had TNA and WWE for a very long time.
Yeah,
WCW back then, obviously. But like, why does it always have to be? Someone brought this up in one of our interviews. I think it was Mark Henry. It was like, why does there always have to be an invasion angle?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like TNA invaded NXT. Did we talk to you about TNA invading? We did talk about this. Like, why does there always have to be an invasion? You know, like why can't it always like? What's the outcome of that? Why can't it just be like TNA guys showed up here and it was great? And
Well, I think because it worked so well in the Monday Night Wars and with WCW, and in wrestling, they always try to recreate the wheel. They always, if something worked once, they're going to try to do it again and again and again. And sometimes it'll work, but it'll never be as great as the original.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're not going to try.
And some people are really pissed about Matt Cardona, him coming back and not getting like his big return. Essentially, did you see him come back to NXT?
Yeah, I did.
He got like
he lost his match.
He lost his match. He's no longer involved in it, which I love seeing him in WWE again, but I feel like he deserved more. I don't know if you agree.
I do. And, goes into the booking. And then, I don't know, kind of makes me question if this is a good fit for Matt or not, because like he, away from WWE, he's really made his name. And like he's ascended a little bit. Like he's at a different level now that I feel like he should be, and he's treated that way.
Yeah.
But for him to come back to WWE, he should be treated the same.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like he is. It's like they're kind of treating him back like when he was Zack Ryder. But this is Matt Cardona. He's different. And so I just don't think they're giving him the respect that he deserved, that he's earned.
Not even an entrance music.
Right? Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
He got no entrance music the first time.
No,
he came like in the shadow.
It's absurd.
And I was pissed about that because, and my thing is too, is a lot of people think that WWE would bring him back as Zack Ryder, which I always said that would never happen because Matt Cardona has ascended as a performer. But he's just such a hard worker, I think he's the hardest freaking working guy in the indies right now.
Yeah.
And it's just, I really hope to see him in this 16-man match.
It would be cool if he's in this. Wait,
Yeah.
and I know you had mentioned that you would love to get back in the ring against John Cena. Would you?
Whoa, wait, I didn't even think about that. Wait a minute here. What, that might be a thing.
They haven't called yet.
They have not.
They haven't called yet.
You wouldn't tell us about Andrade, so maybe he's not telling
right.
us about this.
We'll find out later.
Yeah.
That's right. But hey, there's still time.
I think it's a great idea that WWE is doing this, though, because it almost puts over a lot of people at once, too.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I think it puts a spotlight on people that, it's going to feel like the person that goes up against them really earned it.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's cool, too, like, to put over the younger talent. So by having this tournament, in a way, these guys are contributing to John Cena's final match. He can only have the final match with one person, but now there's 16 guys that kind of are involved in it, and then they can all be highlighted. So I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
We talked to Tyrus recently about John Cena's final match, and there are rumors circulating that Trump and White House officials
And Vince, too.
and that Vince McMahon might be in attendance for this. I personally think it's a bad move. I think it takes away attention from John Cena, and it becomes about other people. And it might even be a bit too controversial overall. But Tyrus seemed to think otherwise.
He called you
a crybaby.
He called you a whiny baby. I didn't expect anything else from Tyrus, by the way.
No.
I kind of wonder, what if that's the goal? Because there'd be a reason for it. Like, I heard this too, and I could definitely see that happening. But yeah, I could see it because to me it was kind of strange that they chose a Saturday night's main event for Cena's last ever match.
That is weird.
And in Washington, D.C. of all places. No disrespect to Washington, D.C., but I don't really get the connection. It's not MSG or it's not Boston, so I don't know what the connection would be there with Cena. It seems kind of random. So I'm trying to make it make sense, and well, that side kind of makes sense. If Trump is involved, that would make sense. And it would be a big get to have him at that show. Yeah. So that would I could then see them, that would be why it's in Washington, D.C. So, yeah. I think that could happen.
And plus, Triple H, just this week, he was on the All the All In Summit?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally on Monday. So the All In Summit, he was on stage with a few of those guys, and he was talking about all things WWE and where it's going, TKO. He did reveal that he's been in the White House a lot lately.
Yeah.
A lot of times. So this, to me, sounds like it's going to happen.
Yeah, why would he be there for so long?
I know he was doing the presidential fitness test? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The presidential fitness test. But why would he need to go to the White House that many times for that? My other theory is that WWE is bringing it there just in case Trump does want to come, and it will be like more of a week of decision.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But I also think it's a good move for Cena in general because he's all America, and everything. I think it being in DC in the Capitol is.
Do you think Vince shows up as well?
I personally believe that Vince needs to be there, even if it's just, even if it's just backstage. I think Vince should be there because of what Vince has done for Cena.
Will they let him be there? And the optics.
That's true.
That's the other thing.
That's true.
But I'm with you. Yeah, he should be there. But I don't know if they'll let him be there. Going back to your point about Triple H at the White House, you're right. Because I did see this clip of Triple H in line with a bunch of people and Donald Trump in the Oval Office. And the reason I know is because Trump forgot who Triple H was. In this clip. And it was kind of hilarious. And so, So I definitely know, you know what? Triple H was there. I know he was there. I don't know why he was there, but he was there. Yeah.
Wait, but what happened there?
I recognized it. I don't know.
Didn't he say, wasn't it Trump was he was talking about Triple H and he goes, Triple H? Yeah, he looked around and then she was standing right there.
And he looked right at him and didn't recognize him.
I think that's Trump's possible dementia coming in to play. Possibly. I don't know.
I don't know. It was entertainment, man. I love that.
I think when you're the president, you get so tired and things like that happen. You just have a mess up moment.
Well, that day, right? I believe it's also Taylor Swift's birthday.
Oh, what does that have to do with it?
Yeah. Where are we going here?
Where's this going, man?
What?
And it's a Navy-Army game that morning as well, which the president usually attends.
Yeah.
So
what, Trump is a Swiftie?
I don't know about
Trump is not a Swiftie.
I know they just used the Taylor Swift song for one of their White House clips.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he is. He changes his mind all the time. I know he wasn't originally a Swiftie, but I feel like he's a Travis Kelce guy at least.
Yeah, I think that.
It could be.
Have you met Travis Kelce by the way?
I have not.
No? He seems like a nice dude. I feel like he'd be a good wrestler.
Who, Travis?
Travis, yeah. Especially Jason. I know they popped up. Was it WrestleMania?
I feel like they're meant
2 years ago.
Make a wrestling appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I could see. Yeah, I could see.
Yeah. But Triple H, going back to this summit that he did talk about one tidbit that WWE is like Marvel. Did you see that?
No.
He called WWE it's what does he said? Quote, it's a new landscape now.
Oh.
Triple H said that WWE is in a new landscape and essentially is kind of like the MCU now, where what's the quote? It says that Triple H said that they book for the sake of the story, not particularly great matches.
It's gonna get people so mad.
And this pissed some people off, saying that matches should be the most important thing, story, and then it'll play into the story eventually. But how do you feel about that?
Wait, he's saying that's the new direction?
No, he's saying that's the booking direction. They focus on story, not necessarily great matches.
So saying they didn't do this before, but they're going to start doing this.
That's not exactly what he said, but that's what he said.
But that's what they're.
I don't want to quote this incorrectly.
So that's going to be the new direction. So he's basically telling people, hey,
that is the direction.
We're not interested in having the best matches. Mm-hmm. We just wrestling fans. Hey, that's a quick way to turn people off right there. I don't know what he intended with this. I don't know who he thought that was going to hear this and be like, oh, great. Oh, the storyline. That's the good thing. We're going to start having, not so great matches, but amazing stories. No, I don't think that's the thing. I think it's going to be the same stories. And I don't know how it's going to work with the matches.
Well, he's in the MCU, so he can speak.
Yeah. We got
he is in the MCU.
And I don't understand what this has to do with the MCU. I don't understand that analogy.
I think he's just flexing right there.
They have pretty good fight scenes in the MCU.
That's a good point.
They do. Their stage combat is top tier.
And again, that's why AEW fans don't like WWE. They want it to just be pure wrestling. And I think that's where the disconnect.
Well, I think that's where AEW kind of takes a fall a little bit, is that they have amazing matches, but it doesn't always play into the best stories. Yeah. Did you see that spot, by the way, where Darby Allin got a knife in his ear and then
No.
You didn't see this? This is a few weeks ago. It was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Same day as WrestlePalooza. John Moxley got a knife and put it into Darby's earlobe and essentially just went right through it. It was pretty. It was no scissors. I forgot.
No. It was like a little. I don't know. It was a knife of.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the hardcore stuff like that, like bloody matches?
Not necessarily. Like although I am a fan of Darby Allin. I have seen this guy. Yeah, he takes crazy bumps. Like I'm convinced like he has dull pain receptors or something like.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but like his bumps are wild. I don't know how this guy is able to walk around.
He climbed Everest too. Now Everest.
He said he wasn't feeling enough. So he went to go climb Mount Everest.
He told us that. Yeah. I know he wanted to break the record for first backflip on Everest. And he did the backflip. But then get this, Guinness World Records wouldn't give him the record, even though it's on video, because they weren't there to see it. That's crazy. Like it's Everest. How are they going to go up there with them? You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think that's kind of sad, honestly. But yeah, no, AEW is great and all. I have seen a lot of discussion too about Jon Moxley and formerly Dean Ambrose, and obviously, did you work with him when he was Dean Ambrose? Was that your era? Or was that right?
No. That was my era. Yeah. We didn't really have any storylines to overlap too much, but he was in
the locker room with you.
Oh yeah,
of course. Do you think now, seeing what he does now and how much he just loves like hardcore matches, do you think he'd ever come back to WWE even if they offered him like the amount of money that he wanted?
I don't know, because I feel like this is what he always wanted to do. Because I wasn't familiar with his work before he came to WWE, but that's the rumor about him. Oh, this guy does death matches. This is where he came from. This is his thing. And I was like,
I think CZW is one of those places.
Yeah. And so now seeing him do this, like this is clearly what he wants. This fits him. Yeah. I don't think WWE would ever let him do anything close to that. No. So I don't see him going back to WWE. I don't see why.
He's such a big star in AEW, but I think he'd be a huge star. I think they would give him the title if he did come back.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
He's the reason. So when AEW first started, they needed big names. And obviously they had Jericho and Cody, but they needed that one name that really made a splash. And it was him. It was Moxley.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to Cody Rhodes. He went on All the Smoke podcast this week and revealed that his next contract is going to be his last.
Wow.
I don't know how long that's going to be. Maybe probably 5-6 years.
10 years.
But what do you think? Do you think Cody Rhodes should hang it up this soon, or should he keep going a little longer?
First of all, I think that's dope that Cody Rhodes was on All the Smoke. I love that show. Matt Barnes, hey man, I'm waiting for you to book me still.
Yeah, guys, come on.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
But shout out, I see him all the time. His kids play basketball with my son.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so we run into each other at like tournaments and stuff on the weekends. Yeah, it's
dang, Matt, that's kind of shady, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like
LeBron and all these people all the time, right? Like
my son almost went to Sierra Canyon.
Yeah.
He got in there, but we chose a different school. So he would have played with Bryce.
Wow.
Yeah, but then, my son said he wanted to play against Bryce.
He's got to go to the
back to Cody. No, I don't think Cody should retire this soon. Not at all. I mean, he's the hottest thing out right now. Like, he's on top of the world. I think he should ride it out at least 10 more years, at least. But
I agree. I completely agree. I think that Cody's just next level, and everybody just loves him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I'm also on the side of like Seinfeld, for example. This is a stupid example. They went out, like Jerry Seinfeld was offered the biggest amount of money to keep going. And he said, nope, the show is good. I'm going to get out on my peak. So maybe that's what Cody's doing. He wants to get out on this very, very top.
I think that if that's what he said and that's what his plan is, he's not leaving the wrestling business. He's going to do something else in wrestling. There's a reason for it, but yeah, I mean, that's who he is. So that's why I kind of feel like, all right, he's telling us this, but there's something else he has up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Seems like we're losing guys fast. So John Cena, AJ Styles next year.
CM Punk probably in the next few years.
Yeah, CM Punk's getting a little gray, man.
Yeah. But you know what? If anything, it's a good thing. I feel like it used to be the case that wrestlers would wrestle all the way to their 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And it was probably for money reasons. They needed money. I feel like a lot of wrestlers now, like they're more financially literate. They take care of themselves. They take care of their bodies. So they want to leave on a good note.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah. That, and it is really hard on your body.
Yeah.
And it's hard to have a life outside of wrestling because the travel schedule consumes you so much. So maybe that's what he means, that he's going to retire from, being on the roster every week, but then he'll still come back for one-offs or, like a part-time schedule maybe.
He just had a daughter too.
Yeah, he has 2 kids.
So he has 2 kids, which I can totally understand why.
Yeah.
Really handle a kid, man.
He also, I don't have kids yet.
That was one of the hardest things about being on the road is my son was born when I was at FCW.
Oh, wow.
And so then I'm on the road with Nexus, and then when we were tag champs, I remember I was only home for about 36 hours every week. And
Really?
I remember doing the math at that time because I was on Raw and SmackDown and all the live events. Like you would get home on a Wednesday and I'd be lucky if I got home before noon, but I'm exhausted. I'd see my son, want to play with him, and then you never quite unpack because Thursday is the only day I really have because early Friday morning I'm on the flight to the live event. And there's no, I mean, that's 52 weeks a year. And so like, you'd get little breaks here and there, but not for more than like 2 or 3. If you got 3 days off,
Wow.
that was huge in a row.
Plus you had to train when you got home.
Yeah. Oh,
In the
yeah,
gym.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention I got to unpack and repack. I have to see not just my son, my entire family. And so
Yeah.
at
The whole
that time,
family wants
like,
to see you.
yeah, you're in a relationship, like you got to make time for your partner. There's just too many demands, and I haven't slept.
Yeah.
And there's no time to catch up on sleep. So
I would get sick so quickly. If I don't sleep, I get sick, So I feel like, is that a thing on the road, the guys getting sick all the time? I've always wondered that. Like, how do they not catch colds and like go out sick? You know what I mean?
It happens, but then I also think you start to just get used to it because there's no option. Like, it just is what it is for the time being.
Would your
Go mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And I started developing insomnia a little bit because like you think about it, like we would finish the show, say it's a Raw or SmackDown, like 11 p.m. or something like that. By the time that we get back to the hotel, say it's midnight, right? And then my flight's probably going to be at 6 a.m. to go home. So that's midnight to, I got to be up by like 4 a.m. That's 4 hours to sleep. But mind you, we just finished wrestling. I'm wound up. Yeah. And there's no way I can try to go to sleep at midnight, and fall right to sleep. And even then, I only had 4 hours. So then it's just this disjointed sleep. You sleep a little bit on the plane. And it started catching up to me. It's tough.
Would your son travel with you sometimes?
Yeah, if I could have my family there, I would. Any chance that I got. But I mean, it's tough because you're only in each city for one day. So then like I would have to set up, the travel to go, multiple cities. And like I actually used to bring my cousin Brian with me on the road. And so we would travel from city to city with me. It made it easy to have somebody, from home with me. So he was kind of like my assistant for a while. I pay him for that. Yeah.
How does the WWE production crew, like I interviewed for a position at WWE and I got an offer as a road production assistant a few years ago. And someone told me a good point. They said, you have the same blood and guts schedule as like the wrestlers essentially, because they told me I'd be there Monday Night Raw, I'd be there at NXT Tuesday, to get my camera work done, or I forgot what it was, like to get my reins, I guess they would say, and also SmackDown, and then also PLEs over the weekends. And so someone made a good point. It was Jeff Dye, actually.
Oh wow,
the comedian Jeff Dye, and he said, yeah, you're gonna have all the grueling schedule of the wrestlers, but you're gonna get none of the glory, and that kind of stuck with me. And I was like, maybe I don't want to go work on production there because it's gonna be the same schedule, but not the same return.
Yeah, that's the payoff.
How does the production crew do on the road, man?
Exactly what you said. They travel with us. Like they drive too, or some of them will be on. They have like a bus. It's just all bunks on there. That's all it is. They get on there and just sleep and go from town to town. But like they have to be there before us and after us, which is wild. And so like the production crew is huge, but like they travel. And there was one lady in particular, this young lady who was on there. She used to live in Chicago, and it was her and I were the only people that lived in Chicago for a while, and Punk. But I would always see her. We'd see each other on the plane every time. And I thought about that. I was like, wow, like she has the same schedule as I do. But yeah, that's exact. Nobody knows who she is or what she does. And yeah, none of the glory, but yeah, they're traveling with us.
You just got to love it, you have to love it. It's funny, like when I was pushing back on taking it, because it was either that or TMZ, because I just moved here and I don't want to immediately have to get on a plane every week. Right. It's funny, the thing they told me to kind of convince me was, dude, it's fun. Like you'll fly out, you'll get like chicken wings with us at night before Raw or whatever, and like that was the pitch. Yeah.
Chicken wings,
and watching football.
Hey, I love chicken wings. I'll tell you what, that sounds fun for maybe 1 weekend. I'd be done 2 days. Well, okay, by the second day, I'm good.
Well, it depends. Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop. That's really the question for me. No Buffalo Wild Wings, dude.
Oh, really?
Come on.
Hey, free plug for this place. This place called Fire Wings.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Across the street from my house, I have a Fire Wings.
My order, they need to call this the Otunga. I get the garlic Parmesan wings. Fantastic, and then get the peanut butter ones.
Ooh, peanut butter? They have peanut butter wings there?
They're great.
I don't even know how
I've been there so many times, I never noticed.
That's my cheat meal at least once a week.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wings are getting expensive too, man. Like, I want to go to Wings, and like I always go on the nights where it's like 60-cent wings or whatever. Fire Wings, they do have a night like that. I think it's Monday night. So we're putting more out there for these guys, We're advertising.
We're gonna have to go check this out.
We're gonna have to go check this out. Yeah, absolutely. All right. But yeah, so I turned it down obviously because it just sounded crazy. I do want to ask you one thing. There's one WWE cameraman who has, who's the guy? Stu.
Yeah.
Stu.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the other one. There's one that's he's down the ramp and he's always, if you're facing the ring, he's always standing there. He's like the second cameraman you get to. He's at like the corner of the ring. He has black hair. He's been there forever. And I'm sure you've met this guy. Maybe
Probably.
You can look it up.
Yeah.
But like, who is this guy? I want to give him his flowers too. I got to bring him up.
The cameramen there are awesome though. Like, I know Stu very well. Very, very well.
Really?
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that people don't know. And so like it's actually been cool being away from WWE, like that Stu has actually been on camera a couple of times where they say his name, like, yeah, that's Stu. Like, it's cool for me to see.
Cena mentions him, I think, when he walks.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if you can find it, but
no, I'm not getting anywhere.
We'll come back to things. Tim, I think it's Tim. Yeah.
Is it Tim?
I think it's Tim.
Tim Wahlberg.
I just want to say this guy's been there forever, and he stands there at the corner every time. I've noticed it.
The cameramen at WWE, I'm going to give them their flowers too, are awesome. Like, they're top notch. And I remember we did a commercial for TLC that I did, and the camera had to roll or do it was some difficult shot, and they did it on their own somehow. And they were explaining it to me, like the people who were setting this up were explaining to me like how difficult this was, but they all mastered this. And then the cool thing was, like, I went to the Super Bowl, one Sunday, and they had like 4 of our camera guys there. And which shows like, they came just to do this, but like regularly they're with WWE. Like that's how good they are. Like, they're the top in their field.
Wow. Are they union? Or are they on?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think that they actually, I should know this from the job. They might be. Okay. They might be. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was just too much for me. There's no way. There's just.
You made it up here. Look at you.
Well, the thing is that like the one thing that stuck to me too is that the producer told me that himself, going back 15 years, I think his name was Jack. Yeah, Jack. 15 years, he said that it never ends being on the road. I mean, you can go work in Stamford at the office, but if you don't want to live in Stamford, you're going to be on the road. And I just thought that's crazy. But hey, kudos to those guys. That's freaking awesome. Final thing I want to mention from headlines this week, Cody Rhodes also mentioned the final boss, The Rock. The fact that we all thought that the final boss is done, that gimmick is done now, but he said that it's just beginning. Now, do you think, I don't know if you've watched the final boss moments that were last year that were big.
I saw that.
Do you think that this should be a thing that should come back, the final boss with The Rock? Do you think it'd be good for business, or do you think that we should retire this?
No, I think if it comes back, it needs to have a resolution.
Yeah.
So I think it should come back for that reason. But if we're not going to get a resolution, I'll let that go. And then whenever Dwayne comes back, whatever that capacity is, maybe start something fresh. But yeah.
No, okay. I loved the final boss.
That's my favorite iteration of it.
I think it was great, but yeah, it didn't have a resolution.
Yeah. No, I liked it too, but I think there's the whole situation of, did that harm WrestleMania because there was the buildup and then the final boss wasn't there? And everybody was expecting to see that.
Sure.
So that's what I'm saying, is like, it's almost like it's too good to tease people with because it did more harm than good. Then, like, if it comes back, let's have a legitimate story with this. I think it could be awesome, but let's have some kind of resolution here. Let's fully finish this.
The resolution to me, at least in my mind, was when like that Avengers style finish 2 years ago when Roman Reigns lost his title and they all came out. Undertaker came out and then just buried the final boss. Yeah. That was the resolution, at least for now, for me. And then of course we have him come out and change John Cena to heel and everything. And that's where there was really no resolution after that. He's a busy guy. I get it. But thank you, David, for chatting with us on all these things. I know there's a lot going on. I could probably talk to you forever and ask you so many questions. I have a ton more questions for you, but
I have to be the first guest to come back a third time. Then.
Yes, please do. Please do. We'd love to have you back. We love your insight and everything. Cool. But I can't say the word insight. No, it's copyrighted by Chris Van Vliet. By the way, what do you got coming up that you want to promote? I know you just filmed a show, a movie or something. I saw some of the set.
Oh yeah,
photos and everything.
I was like, what the hell's Otunga doing?
Yeah, you were busy, man.
You appeared on a bed, man.
Yeah. He brought that up to me in the morning. He goes, "You got to check this out."
I had fun trolling the fans with that. I didn't even intend to, but I just did a film called Detour Destiny, independent film. It was funny because I was just posting like pictures from the set, and people thought it was like my real life. Like I posted a pic, and I was doing a dance with a character in the movie. It was the baby mama dance. She wanted to do this. All right, cool. We posted it, and then people were sending me congratulations, like they thought I was having a baby. Where even like my own social media manager asked me, I'm like, bro, you know I'm filming a movie. Right
really?
You know what I'm doing. Like, come on, man. You think I would have told you? But that movie was awesome. It's my first role as a leading man, romantic comedy. So really excited for that. It was fun. Shout out to them. And I got big things coming on my YouTube channel. That's what I'm devoting my time right now.
Are you doing like 2 videos a week, 1 video a week right now?
We're doing 2 videos a week and maybe more, like some bonus videos, but minimum 2 a week. Like I've got a ton of them banked, but then the thing is, I still keep making more of them because I want the topical ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a good thing to have. Good problem to have is, a lot of material to use.
Yeah. And like, social media clips are a thing too, getting that hook just right. It's a business.
It is.
In its own self. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we deal with that right afterwards. Like, I'm going to go cut clips of you, and I got to think, like, what's going to work here? What's going to work here? So, thank you, David, for coming in. Awesome. And everybody, please, Inside the Ring, make sure you click that follow button. Leave us a rating. Thanks, guys. See you later.